So thank you for time today. Can I ask where you guys from?
We're from the United States.
United States. How long have you been in Japan so far?
We've been here, I want to say 10 days now? Around
10 days.
Around
Like
10
where
days.
have you been in Japan so far?
We've been to Tokyo, then we went to Hakone.
Hakone?
And then, yes.
I went to
Kyoto.
Hakone last week.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's so nice. It's really like remote, I would say, like compared to everything else, but it's so gorgeous. It's so pretty.
Like
so.
there's like volcano, like hot springs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a frog egg and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys are like most favorite place in Japan.
I would say for me Tokyo,
Tokyo.
because in the US it's completely different when you go to a big city. The city never sleeps, and when you're in Tokyo and it's nighttime, it's kind of strange to see so many buildings and it's all dead quiet.
How about you?
I would probably say I really like Hakone because it feels like a very like culturally different thing than what we typically experience, and like that it was so remote from like any city or like urban
So you
life.
can like relax and chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys go to onsen? Hot
We
spring?
did, yeah. We actually
was
had
it?
an onsen inside of our hotel, so it was
Inside of-
actually really
okay.
really cool.
Did you guys not like feel weird like when you get naked in front of like strangers?
It was a new experience, I think, for us, but we were definitely, I think, at the same time, really into it because it was something so different that we were like, oh, it'd be really cool to like try something completely different. So I don't know how you felt about it, but
How do you feel?
No, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a weird experience when you first start out doing it,
Yeah, sure.
but after the first time you get used to it and it's nothing.
So you guys like wish like onsen was in US as well?
I think it would be a unique experience. I don't know if it would be as widely accepted, I guess. Like maybe the people wouldn't really like care as much for it. But I honestly, there are like some hot springs in the US.
Okay.
Like people don't do like the full naked
But it's
thing.
not that popular.
It's not like anything like people go to frequently, I would say. So,
Okay.
and I think like here it definitely seems like a lot bigger of a staple, which I think is really cool. So,
Yeah, me personally, I go to hot springs like every week.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never see that in the US. Not the same thing. Yeah.
What's the biggest shopping you did in Japan so far?
We did a lot of shopping in Akihabara,
Akihabara.
in Tokyo.
I bet
think,
you guys like anime, isn't it?
Yeah, we're
Yeah?
pretty into anime. I was gonna say our friend is actually probably the one who's like the most into it, but my sister really likes anime too. Like she loves all the Studio Ghibli stuff. We were actually staying in Asakusa, so it was like pretty close to the Studio Ghibli Museum. We didn't get to go because it was like completely booked, but we did get to see a lot of different things. We bought like a few things from Akihabara, and then we went to the Neon Genesis Evangelion store. That was really cool. That was really neat.
Your favorite anime is Evangelion.
I'd probably say mine is probably either Evangelion or Hunter x Hunter. So, yeah, that's my personal favorite.
How about yours?
For me, it would be either Neon Genesis or Girls with Panzer.
What's the story?
Girls on Panzer.
Girls on Panzer.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know that.
It's not well known. It's not that well known.
How about like Naruto and One Piece?
It's also pretty popular in the U.S. I was honestly intimidated by how many episodes there are because I'm trying to
It's
finish
worth it
Hunter.
though. It's worth it.
I'm
man.
sure it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter was already super long for me, but I loved it, and I want to get into it, but I just haven't had the time to. So, but I'm looking forward to probably looking at the shows in the future. So
you guys like came here like kind of like mainly for anime or something?
I would say it was honestly like kind of just to get a unique experience from what we were used to. Like it was the culture more than just like anime specifically. I think we care a lot about like having unique experiences and not necessarily just ones that are like specifically unique to like what we know. Like we wanted to kind of get a more diverse experience.
So you find Japan is a really good country, isn't it? So like, do you not want to like live in Japan?
We talked about it a couple of times.
Yeah,
and we were
really?
like, it would be cool for sure. I think we were definitely like a little nervous at the same time because we kind of have things that we are very excited and passionate about doing in the U.S. We definitely want to come back for sure, and maybe for even longer in the future. But as for like long-term staying, we'll see.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
All right, the interview's over here. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Can I ask where you're from?
I'm from the United States.
United States. How long have you been in Japan so far?
Half my life.
Half your life. So do you speak Japanese? Sometimes?
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's good. It depends on the situation.
Yeah,
sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good. So,
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you do in Japan?
I'm an elementary school teacher,
Okay.
and I'm also a student.
Student.
Yes.
So what do you study?
I study kimono.
Kimono.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like you learn in Osaka or
I'm actually visiting from Kanto.
from Kanto?
Yeah.
Like Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay. Like, what's the biggest shopping you ever did in Osaka so far?
The biggest shopping that I've
Yeah.
ever done in Osaka.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like if you don't think of anything in Tokyo as well, like in Japan. Yeah.
Probably kimonos.
Kimonos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
How much is that? Like, yeah. How
How
much
much?
is like the most expensive kimono you ever bought?
Nijuman.
20 万.
Yeah.
So like, what kind of like design do you like?
I like kind of modern designs. Like
Mhm.
I'm not very traditional, so I like things that are a little bit different. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I see.
modern. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it difficult to learn kimono? Or?
At first, it's very difficult.
Mhm.
I thought that I would never be able to dress like really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's just so many rules.
True.
Yeah, so many steps.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what made you come to Japan in the first place?
I was a student.
A student.
Yeah, I was a student. Yeah.
So like when you came here for the first time as a student, what made you decide to stay in Japan like permanently?
Oh, that's difficult. I really liked it so much that I wanted to come back and work. So I came back and I just liked it so much that I just never left. Yeah.
So you're not gonna like move back to US?
I'm still thinking.
You're still thinking?
Still thinking. Yeah.
Okay, like is there any difficulties like living in Japan?
Not many. Actually, it's easier.
It's easier?
Yeah, it's easier to live here. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like how about like in US? How like what's the like difficulties living there?
Healthcare.
Healthcare.
That's the biggest difference. Yeah.
It costs a lot of like money,
It
right?
costs a lot of money, and there's just many procedures and steps. So yeah, here I just walk in. If I'm sick, I just go to the hospital, and everything's fine.
Okay, yeah, it's true. So last question. What's the best experience you've ever had in Japan?
Best experience?
Yeah.
There's just so many. I can't even think of one because I think my best experiences have always been with people when I've never expected that someone would be, doing something nice. Like I remember one time I had surgery and I couldn't really walk very well. So every time in the train, people would always give me their seat.
Oh, okay.
And I was not expecting them to do that at all. Yeah.
Do you think it happened in US as well? Like when you like get like injury or something on your leg, and then if you like get on the train, people like give you a seat or
Not always.
Not always.
Yeah.
but in Japan always.
And always.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, cool. Sweet. Okay, that interview's over here. Thank you for your time today. Appreciate it. Thank you. ありがとうございます。